right there on the screen. I'll wait a few minutes before I get into my sales update. I'm sure nobody's in here because nobody knows I'm going live. I'm just doing it. They've changed some things here. No, they haven't. Okay. So if you're in the chat, let me know. Right now, I don't think I have any live viewers. There's one. April. Welcome, April. So we got four live viewers already. Well, that's pretty quick. Just got back from Nashville a couple days ago. We got Eric. We got Hank Reardon. What's up? Suburban Beard and Manny. My hero. Manny is my hero. I can't wait to meet Manny. I'm going to come down and I'm going to meet Manny. Joni Kramer's in here. We got 10 live viewers. Met Joni. Loud and clear. Good, thanks. Met Joni in Nashville. It was a good time. Joni's a character for sure. Marie Parallette is in here. If you ever get a chance to go to one of these reseller meetups, do it. It's fun. CH Enterprises has got 13 live. Jim and Tara, nice. Is it Jim or Tara or both? Because that's like two viewers. Anyway, I'm just going to get into it. I'll figure out how to do a screen share again here and select window or screen. That's the one I want. We're going to hit allow. And we're just going to show you what we sold. This was a yard sale find. Snoopy Woodstock. It's like one of those, like, always. Jim's sleeping. What wake is that? Wake him up. Wake him up. Get him in here. This is important. It's not really important. You don't have to. This Snoopy Woodstock flickering campfire nightlight. It's one of those like flame lights. It's really cool. Paid $4, $3 at a yard sale for this one. Christmas is already selling, so if you guys aren't selling Christmas items, get them listed. Last video, I also had a Christmas item I think that sold. So pretty cool light. It was new in the packaging. I cut the tape just to list it to make sure, but it was new in there, so you can see, where's it at? It's still in the package, so that was pretty cool. Good little item. Not the greatest thing that I've ever sold, Christmas-wise, but it was really cool. We got a great amount of ugly Christmas sweaters. We're going to highlight that one. Does it work? Oh, yeah, there it is. I got it to work. Nice. Okay. Oh, shoot. This is the wrong page. We don't want that. Cutco. You guys, if you don't know about Cutco, find out about Cutco. I found 8 knives. I believe it was 8 knives for $30. They were $40. They were listed for $40 at the yard sale. They were all in one little tub, and they were these white pearl handled ones. Cutco's pretty easy to recognize because the handles are very distinct. So I sold these 3, which were steak knives, for $79.95. So that paid for the whole $30 price plus a lot more. There was a melted handle on one of these. I tried to get it in the picture. You can see that one handle is a little bit melted, but still sold, and they were happy. I got really good feedback on these already. So the pearl handle ones I think are a little harder to find, but I did find them. And here's another Cutco. This is a good one. This one by itself went for $69.95. This is a cheese knife. There was some issues with it. You can see right there on the bottom of the blade, there's a little bit of black. Try to get a good picture of some of the problems it had. But it was a Cutco knife, and it sold for $70. So already there, I doubled my money just on this one. Let's see. Let's highlight that because I like highlighting comments. It's fun. I used to sell Cutco door-to-door back in the day. They are the best utensils, knives, etc. out there. And yeah, and the resale value on them is very, very good. Very, very good. So if you find these at yard sales, pick them up. I typically pay a lot less than I paid for these, but I knew this was, I looked up one knife and knew that I should buy the whole set for $30 because one knife was going for about that, the cheapest one. Polaroid still sells if you get the right ones. This is a Barbie. I don't think I had this one in the last video. Very good condition. I don't know if it worked or not. I didn't test it. It says untested up here. This one went for $39.99 plus shipping, which is good. Dang, still have a complete set you got when you started. That's nice. Didn't they make you buy a set? Or didn't they make you buy the sets prior to selling them or some sort of goofiness like that? Anyway, so Polaroid still sells. This one did not go to retrospect, but it went to something, I think a company that's now taking up some of the retrospect slack, but this is a good camera. $200. Made you buy it for $200. Wow. This is from one of our discount stores. I have 7 available, 1 sold, so that's pretty good. These we probably have $1.50 a piece into. They sold for $15 for a set of 2. So those Taz Polaroids, those are awesome. I have never found one, but I'd like it. Right. It wasn't a bad purchase. The $200 you spent on the Cutco knives years ago wasn't a bad purchase, because now you could, if you wanted to, resell that set. And the set that pearl handled set that I just showed, I think goes for about anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500, depending on condition, if you find the whole set, which I did not. I wish I had. Anyway, another. This wasn't the. This was a discount grocery store buy, and so that stuff's out there if you just find one of those kind of stores. The boxes aren't even perfect, but they do sell. And I think we probably have $3 into this one. These books, I have $45 into them, but this is the ones that didn't have any resale value on Amazon, or less resale value on Amazon. So I lotted them up. There's 3 or 4 more books. There's 3 or more books out there. We got Alabama Thrifter in the house. That's cool. 3 or 4 more books out there that do like $18 to $30 a piece on Amazon. So I'll send those in. These were the ones that just didn't have enough value. So I lotted them up. This is the SEBA collection of medical illustrations. There's, I think, 13 in the set, but these 9 didn't do well. I was able to ship this for $20. Deep fried deals. What's up? Was able to ship this for $20 media mail, and they sold really quick when I listed them. They were in really nice condition, as you can see. They had like these plastic covers on them. A lot of these were still in their boxes, but it would have been a lot heavier if I'd have shipped them in their boxes. Now they were opened in the boxes, but they were still in them. The ones that are going to Amazon, I'll leave in the boxes, but these ones I didn't. So I'll make another probably $60 to $100 on the rest of the set just by selling them individually on Amazon. But these ones didn't have as much value. Big. They weighed 35 pounds, by the way. Just these 9. Big, heavy books. And they're all medical books. This may have been in my last video. I sold it for $148 plus shipping. It came back because even though I put it in the listing that it was missing some parts, just the mounting screws really, they sent it back. I had to refund them. I sold it again and took a $123 offer on it. I know it says $138 up there, but took a $123 offer on it. Shipped this one out before I went to Nashville. So it hasn't come back. No returns on it yet. We paid $10 for this at a yard sale. Okay, Marie, we're going to show Marie's comment. Found it? Okay, what did she find? Oh, found the Taz camera that she found in a box when they were at a yard sale, and she says she paid $3 for the box. That's not bad. That's pretty cool, actually. So I am still waiting to find a Taz camera. I will eventually. Whether it sells or not, I've always been a big fan of Taz. So 22 live viewers. It's nice. Punch's resale, Scott Punch, who I will be coming down to see in December. Just picked up a Polaroid with original paperwork, branded Polaroid rainbow leather bag for $1. Yeah, if you can get them for $1, the regular Polaroid 600s are still good to sell. You're just not going to get as much as you used to. That's all. I'm selling them for about $21 shipped right now. but I won't pay more than $1, maybe $2. I just got a similar one with the box and all the paperwork. No bag though. And I think I listed it for $21.95 or $24.95 or something like that. All right, we got another pool ball. This one was for $9.99. I had the whole lot that I paid $12 for. I've made my money back on them since. And another, oh shoot, this is a Clairol. This was a retail arbitrage find. It either came from a retail store or a discount store. I don't remember which this particular one came from. So we either have $3.50 into it or $8 into it, but it's discontinued box, really. I don't think the formula is discontinued, but the box certainly is. And people are paying a little bit of a premium for these right now. So, and this is another discontinued item. We got this at a you can see the box was really rough. Made sure to show all sides of the box in the picture just so that they could see that the box was really rough. This is discontinued. It is, if you find this stuff, there's big money here. We paid, I think, I don't remember what we paid for this. It was under $10, obviously, probably $6 or $7. But we sold it for $60, and it sold in a day. This is the Olay Smooth Finish Facial Hair Removal Duo for fine to medium hair. And this was at an Amish discount store out in the middle of New York somewhere. They didn't take credit cards. They didn't have any Wi-Fi service, obviously, in the store. We had to leave the store, go about 10 miles away to get some cash from a Dollar General and go back to the store and buy this stuff. But it was worth the trip because we made $60. So not a bad deal there. This was $1 at a yard sale. It's just a fingernail clipper or nail clipper for cats or small dogs. Picked it up for $1 at a yard sale. Not bad. Here's another one of those Cutcos. This is a spatula or a spreader. I believe I already gotten good feedback on this one. Really good find. This is the one I looked up. Knew that it would sell for about $30, which was the purchase price of the whole set. And so I figured I'll sell it and I'll buy the set. And we made some really good money off of that. And they all sold really, really, really quick. 26 live viewers now. All right, so here's another one from that set. This one went for $39.95. One of these is coming back. I think it's this one. They weren't happy with it, so it's coming back. But I'll just relist it and resell it for the same price and move on. It may be this one. I don't remember which one it is. This one sold for $39.95. This is a 3-inch paring knife. So don't pass up those Cutcos, folks. They're really, 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 really good money. 28 live viewers, nice. We got Kentucky Flip Hunters in the house, nice. Here is another one of those discount grocery store finds. It doesn't look like it's full, but all the other pictures I found of this look the same way, so it obviously is. You can say it says estimated within 5 to 8 business days. That's because I changed my handling time when I went to Nashville. So that's why it says that. But my handling time's back to 1 day. So I'm going to double check because I haven't had many sales in the last couple of days. So I'm going to double check, make sure. But yeah. Anyway, so this was probably $3 or $3.50, and we sold it for $49.95. Charlotte, what's up? It was great meeting you as well. And Scott Lindsay, I also met at ASD, and we have chatted off and on since then. And sorry I haven't gotten back to you much, Scott. It's been really, really, really busy with Nashville, and we sourced all the way down. You would be amazed at what we came out with, but we're going to make about $5,000 in profit. Well, probably closer to $6,000 in profit from that trip. So it was well worth the trip, and but that's why I haven't got a hold of you in a few days. Here are Crest Sensi Stops. I've sold these before. I've showed you they are expired, but I would never sell them on eBay or Amazon, excuse me. But I'm beating the trending price. Look at that. I never even seen that. And it shows that I'm a long-time member. Nice. John Johnson. Hanging out with my buddy Pat Dees the other day. How'd you like that? Did you guys go bowling? I went bowling with Pat Dees. I think I got you beat. If you haven't gone bowling with Pat Dees. But thanks for coming on in, John. I haven't had you in a chat in a while, I don't think. Sam Dallas, nice. What's up? Yeah, go bowling with Pat. It's an experience. I went bowling in Nashville with Pat Dees, Shane the Rising Grind Picker, and well, that's good, John. We're going to highlight that comment, and I am not going to ever delete that. He kissed him before he left. How sweet. Pat Dees, Shane the Rising Grind Picker, and Kevin the Tennessee Picker. We all went bowling. I think it was Friday night when Shane got in. Shane's like, hey, does anybody want to go bowling? And we said, yeah, let's go. So we all piled into my little Kia and drove over to the bowling alley, which is about 11 miles away. Big, huge bowling alley. But they had 3 cops stationed at the bowling alley. So I don't know if it's in a rough part of town, but we didn't care. We had fun. So if you ever get the experience to go bowling with Pat Dees and Shane and Kevin, you ought to do it. So anyway, we sold another one of these. And, of course, Sony Cells. We all know Sony Cells. I bought this for $3 at a yard sale. It was a different – I've never seen one with the case. Now, I found another one actually after this. When Pat bowls, it's more like watching a shot put competition, if that tells you anything. So it's kind of fun to watch. We all had a great time though. Anyway, so this one sold for $28.95. I did test it; it worked great. It was in fantastic condition. This was one of the best ones I've ever come across as far as condition wise. There was no real, tiny little marks maybe, but it worked great. Sony Cells. If you find it, buy it if it's cheap. And this one's a little bit odd. It's a the box was rough, very rough, faded. You can see on the edges there, it's really not great. It was new in the packaging. It's a Barbie. I'm still restricted on it. Even the outside, it's been yellowing. I found this night out with the Lebowskis. I found this one at a retail store, a drugstore. And it had looked like it had been there for years. I'd been to this store before and hadn't seen it, so it must have been in the back room somewhere. But I paid, I want to say, it was 75% off, so I probably paid less than $5 for it and sold it within a couple of days for $44.95. So if you find this one, it does pretty well. And I usually don't put rare in my title, but it was just this title I stole from somebody else. So I forgot to take the rare part out because nobody searches that way. Here's another one of those cameras from that camera lot. If you remember the camera lot, I paid $40 for all the cameras. Well, this one right here sold for $49.95. So that would have put me, this one is a really sweet looking camera. This one took a while to sell, but I love these old, pull out cameras like that. They're really cool. This one took a while to sell, but it sold for what I paid for all of them. So I'm well over $500 on that camera lot now. So that's pretty good. What do we got next? Another pool ball. Pat Dees is an awesome dude. He messaged me today. I don't know if he just got back today, but we're gonna plan to meet up sometime. Do I have any videos on how I test cameras? No, because I don't really know how to test cameras. If they take a battery and I have the proper battery, a lot of them will take the same. I have one here somewhere. I have it. The same little battery like that. So I keep one of those, and if I put it in and everything seems to work, I say that. But I also say that it's not film tested because I haven't been able to test it with film. Don't be too scared to sell it. Just make sure you disclose that you haven't tested it. People who are buying cameras like that are probably not buying them to use to take pictures with. It's probably more of a display piece. So your condition will matter a lot, but the functionality may or may not. So anyway, I just test. If it takes a battery, I test that. I will push buttons and pull on things and do whatever, if on the older cameras like that one, to make sure everything functions as properly as possible. And if it doesn't, I just disclose that. I mean, it's all you can really do with that older stuff, because who develops film anymore? I know there are people, but you can't really. I mean, it would take forever to test. But anyway, another one of those pool balls, another $9.99. This one is a retail arbitrage find. When I bought it, I didn't check the expiration date, and it was close to expiration, so I couldn't send it in. We're going to talk about bargain hunt punch. I didn't know there was one in Hickory. Now that I know, wow. But anyway, this one was close to the expiration date, so I couldn't send it into Amazon. It sells for a little bit more on Amazon, but I think I have like $2 into this. And it's a quick seller on Amazon. I think I sold out of them really quick. So I listed this one on eBay. Got it. It's a retail arbitrage find. So anybody who says you can't sell on retail arbitrage on eBay obviously doesn't know what they're doing, because I just did. Okay, I found this in Nashville, but not this year. I found this last year in Nashville. I was with Kevin, the Tennessee Picker, and we were going to yard sale, thrift stores last year, and I found this one along with a couple other Bibles that I may or may not have sold. I don't even remember. This was a Masonic edition, as you can see right here. With the Masonic editions, usually, let's see, this page is torn out. But because this one hadn't been used, when they donate or resell a Bible, they don't resell them, but one of these Bibles gets donated, this page is usually gone because it's got their information on it. So they usually tear this page out, but this one hadn't had it out. It did take a long time to sell, but I did get, it was a red letter edition too. I did get $29.95 plus I sent it media mail, so it didn't cost much to ship. I think I paid $3 a piece for these at that. It was a really out of the way thrift store that Kevin and I went to last year. So I'm adding this one in, even though I'm selling these currently, and I really don't want people to go out and find them. You're going to have a hard time. They are hard to come by unless you know where to go. However, I have one of these left, and you can see 7 of them sold. Well, all 7 of those sold to one person, and it was like a $130 order. So this is number 5, former number 20, also discontinued. So if you can find these in stores, they do sell. Not great on eBay. Some I can send into Amazon, some I can't. Some are considered hazmat, some are not. So these ones are the ones that I was able to sell on eBay. And here is another Cutco. You can see my background is different because my background is white. The pictures weren't coming out right, so I changed the background to just brown craft paper. So that's what it is, right? And this one just sold today. These are an as seen on TV product. So I did not send them into Amazon because I was a little bit nervous of it. But these are pumice stone ring axe. They're for cleaning your toilet bowl. Huh? So I got these at Dollar General when they had their additional 50% off clearance a few months ago. So I probably have maybe $9 into these altogether, maybe 10. Mr. Barry, what's up, my man? Barry is a cool guy to hang out with, but I leave the restaurant for 2 minutes and he's taking selfies with my wife, and I'm not sure about that, but it's all good. It's all good. And then Shane almost killed him the next day, so I guess that's paybacks right there. So it's all good. So this was the last item. So I'm going to unshare my screen here and put myself on full cover here. Ooh, I'm back. All right, but Barry, if you guys ever get a chance to hang out with Barry, do it. It's a good time. Barry's just an awesome guy. Tease Flips was also there, and he's a pretty cool guy too. So, no, Barry, I'm just messing with you. I don't care. Take as many selfies as you want. And to flip it is in here. We have 29 live viewers now, so that's good. He is Santa, so I have to give him a break because he did give me one free get off the naughty list card, but I think I used that a long time ago. So anyway, Scott Punch, Bargain Hunt. I went to Bargain Hunt in Nashville, and I did very well there. So when I do come down, we'll have to talk about that store. I don't know if yours is as good or as bad or indifferent to the one in Nashville. We do have a few in Ohio, but they're like 3-hour drive from here, which I'm going to make the drive. Caffeinated Christie. That's a new name. I don't believe I've seen that name before. So welcome to the chat, Caffeinated Christie. It is a great name. I drink a lot of coffee. So anyway, those were my sales. Not the bests and not the worst's, but they're okay. Yeah, I need more of those cards as well. I'm on the naughty list every day in this house, but yeah, Bargain Hunt. If you guys aren't familiar with Bargain Hunt, it's like a discount. They get a lot of returns and discontinued items from other stores, and it's kind of right up my alley of the things that we've been selling lately. And there was a lot of things in there. I was not feeling well. Was Thrifty Christie. Okay. Jacked up on Red Bull and Mountain Dew. I don't drink either, but Christy does probably because she's caffeinated. But anyway, Bargain Hunt is a store that they have a lot of Amazon returns, and sometimes you'll still find an Amazon sticker on there. I don't have any products to show you because, well, I'm sending them into Amazon, but there was things that I was finding retail arbitrage other places that I was also finding in this store. If you guys follow me on Facebook at all, you've seen the pictures my wife posted. You know that we've been buying some bras from different places, and they even had bras there that were good. So if you got a bargain hunt, check that stuff. I mean, they were I think $7 a piece, and some of those sell for $35. The other stuff that I was buying was $7 a piece. They must have had. I only bought 10 of them because I didn't have a lot of room in my car. But I didn't have a lot of room in my car, so I only bought 10 of the item. It was bigger, but I'm spending $7 and they sell for $45 on Amazon. So it made sense for me to buy that sort of thing. The only complaint I have is that their stickers are huge and they are hard to take off. Kentucky Flip Hunters do a lot of Amazon returns and liquidations. There's so much money in that because a lot of the returns and liquidations are also discontinued items, and I make a lot of money on discontinued items. If I have receipts, I can send them into Amazon, the proper types of receipts. If I don't, then they go on eBay, and I still make money both ways. And there will always be discontinued items. Something will come along to replace something else. And so if you can get into that, then you can really learn a lot of valuable information just by going to a store like Bargain Hunt. Or we also went to the, what's the name of that place? Give Me a Five, which is crazy. It's like the Goodwill bins, except with new items, and everything. The first day is $5, and you're fighting with other people in bins for brand new items. And I was able to find some 20 megapixel digital cameras there. Hey, Kimmy, what's up? Borderline Hoarderish is in the house. That's Kimmy. I had the pleasure, although it was a little confusing because there was a lot of us, to do Pat D's live show with Kimmy. the other night, so that was good. Anyway, so if you can find this discontinued stuff, find a source for that. You can make really good money. If you've listened to the morning show, Scott and I have recently. Oh, there he is. Scott and I have recently been talking about the eye drops that we picked up that we're selling for hundreds of dollars. 200, I think 200 over $200 is what he got for the last one. They're back in production now, but if you can catch things that are not in production, it's great. Well, Kimmy, I hope to meet you as well. You sound like you're a lot of fun, and I've been watching Pat's show for a while. Pat always gives me heck for being up too late, I guess, but I'm not really. But by the way, Scott, I got all of that processed in 2 days. Everything that was in my car is now processed and is ready to ship into Amazon. It took us about 8 hours yesterday and another 4 or 5 today. So if I don't have, maybe I don't think I have a picture. Let me see if I have a picture of the back of my car. Well, I do have one on the phone. How much stuff we had in that car on the way back. We sent a lot of stuff in the. We're sending a lot of stuff in the Amazon tomorrow, which is good because we needed to. This is a picture of my shipment. That's all going in tomorrow. All those boxes there. But let me see if I can find a picture of the car. So you can see how much we did really well on the way to Nashville. There it is. And also this is on the way to Nashville. Let's see if I can get a good. That didn't work. Anyway, you can't even. There you go. You can't even see the back of that car. Well, yeah, Scott, I'm not at your level. Trying to find the picture of actually after. I know I took a picture of loading the car in Nashville, but I must have deleted it from the phone. But we spent about $2,500. I did all the math today, just on Amazon inventory, and we should profit almost $6,000 on that. That's after purchase price. That's net. So we did pretty good. I think we did good. I'm going to highlight this comment, and I don't recognize this name either. I merged to teach. So welcome. If I haven't met you before, if you've changed your name, let me know. Good job on the shipment. Do you have a weekly target for inventory shipped weekly into Amazon? 5K? No, I do not. The only target I have. Did that? Hey, my wife is in the chat. Supposed to be working, but that's all right. The only goal we have every week is to get at least one shipment in, and a lot of times, even if it's just books or even if it's just a few items, we still ship in every week to Amazon to keep that, going. This just happened to be a lot of stuff. Lately, it's been a lot slimmer. But hey, Joni is in the chat too. Wow, and Pat D's. Oh man. Let me see if I can hide that now. But so we don't have a minimum amount. Oh, she's on break, so that's acceptable. Marcia worked. Here you go. Marcia worked all morning packing the product that we were selling, and so Joni says I should give you a break. I scanned everything in the inventory lab. She stickered and polybagged everything, and it took a long time. I am making it big. I got 39 live viewers, and only a couple of them are like related to me. That's pretty good. So anyway, hey, Ken Green. Ken, I don't know if you saw my message. I would love to meet up with you at some bin somewhere. We'll have to figure that out. Link was really long for some reason. It shouldn't have been. I don't know. I don't care. But anyway, and I will be doing those sales this Saturday. If you want to send me something up, maybe we can meet up somewhere Saturday, Ken, and we'll do that as well. But I would love to do the bins with you. Nashville bins are nasty. I will probably not ever do those again. But I went to the bins with Barry and Hickory, North Carolina, and Scott Punch, and those are really nice bins, and I did really well there. But when we went to Nashville, it wasn't the same thing, and it was a really rough. I don't know. It was rough. Yeah, and we're going to highlight this comment because it's very important. Everyone, make sure you say hi to April. She is also battling breast cancer. Joni's just gone through that. We still have the. We're going to have to put Team April on the bottom of that now too. So, and we will. So, sweetheart, if you can remember how you did that, if we can add April to the bottom as well. But we keep that up in honor of the fight that Joni had and the fight that other women go through with battling breast cancer. It's not good. Okay, I've been around for a while and I've commented on several videos. Yeah, I don't always get the comments, but thanks for coming in anyway. It's good to see you. April's got to GoFundMe. If Scott is a mod, I think, in my chats. I don't know if Joni, if you are. I'm not on the YouTube side of things, but if you want to post it in here, I'll copy that. If you can get somebody to post that in here for her GoFundMe. Okay, this is, yeah, and I agree, Barry. The bins in Nashville were filthy. They were even sell rubber. Yeah, they sell rubber gloves. Also, when you go to the Give Me a Five store, they have rubber gloves right up at the counter. I don't know if you have to buy them, but they're right there because it's a lot cleaner because it's new items, but they do sell rubber gloves there. And we're going to highlight this one. Oh, Barry, that's gross. That wasn't the one I was trying to highlight. Hey, April, sending love your way. Stay strong by leaning on your friends. That's right. That was from In It to Flip It. Facebook seller groups. I'm not sure what you mean. I've been following this group for 8 months and I still don't know where they are. There are Facebook seller groups. Do you mean for eBay and Amazon? There's a bunch of them out there. Fortunes and Reselling is with Scott and Shane's group. There's also This Week in Reselling. I think that was Lonnie's. The Reseller Society is whose is that? Chad's, I think. Not much going on in there nowadays. Thrifter and Reseller World is Rockstar Flipper, if you're into that. There's a lot of people. Liquidation Ohio. Liquidation OH has a group. There's a bunch of them. I don't follow a ton of them anymore, but they are out there. Just Mid-Morning Break Room, which is Craig, the Landshark Pickers group, for their show that they do. And there's a lot of other ones. I only follow basically Fortunes and Reselling anymore. I do check out Casey's group once in a while because it's fun to listen to that. And I also go to Chris's Liquidation OH group. So, oh yes. For those who don't know, she's Susie. In It to Flip It is Susie. Every time Scott was saying Susie Q, I'm looking through the chat to find out who that is, and I couldn't figure it out. And now, then I realized it earlier today. And we'll show April a little bit of love. She's very, and I'm sure she's very appreciative of anybody that can help her. So. But there are a lot of groups out there. Choose wisely. Um, each group has its different, you know, mentality. I like Scott's group, Fortunes and Reselling, mainly because I know the people that run it, and I know that they are good people and they think the same way I do. But if you're into a little bit more drama, there's groups for that. If you're into following a certain podcast, there's groups for that. I do recommend Chris's group, Liquidation OH. It's a great group. Uh-oh. My wife doesn't really appreciate the big giant ear. Okay, so for anybody, and I'll make this a permanent link under the video if I remember. So maybe I should copy that, right? Well, I don't think I can copy and paste in here. I'll figure it out after the show. I'll go back and see if I can get through the chat. If not, somebody send me that link on Facebook, and I'll make sure it's in here. But that is the link for April's GoFundMe. If you're in the chat right now, you can click on it now. You may have to open a new window or whatever, but the story behind the ear, nobody asked, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The ear, we were at a yard sale in Nashville. I think it was the first. Thank you, Scott. The first yard sale I think we actually stopped at on Friday. Wasn't it on Friday? I believe it was on Friday. And they had a book there that I was interested in, but it wasn't really a lot of profit. I was going to walk away, and the lady's unloading her car, and she brings this thing out. And it's a giant ear. So I had to have it. But oh boy. I'm ordering the Buddy the Elf costume. Is that for me or Pat? The Buddy the Elf costume? Because you promised I could be your elf. But so she said, I said, what do you have to have for that thing? And she said $20. And I said, well, would you take 15? She's like, nope. And I said, well, you take 16. And she said, nope. So I handed her a $20 bill and walked away. We took it back to the hotel, and I showed it to some people, and Kevin looked it up, and he found one for sale on a foreign site because there wasn't any of this brand and this age. It's from 1959. Look at that. I got a hug. Look at that. Oh, haggling. I thought it said hugging. Daggone it. I was hoping for hugs and not haggles. But anyway, I did get to hug Joni Zilke. That was, it was just a good time in Nashville. If you guys haven't ever been to one of those things, just go. I don't care if it's Nashville. I don't care if it's where. Just go. It's worth every penny you spent to get there. It's just awesome. So, but anyway, so this one, Kevin looked it up, and they're asking $179 for on that site, US. So I'll probably list it in that range and see what happens. There, I got a hug. Look at that. I got another hug. Pat D's, don't you dare hug me. And neither should John Nevermore Antiques Johnson. I don't want those. There was another one. I see Man Mountain Link is in the chat, and he's always fun to read his comments in my in my videos. Yes, Joni is a great hugger. I agree. No, it was the first thing I did when I saw Joni is go up and give her a big hug. It was because I had been waiting an entire year to actually, we didn't get it the first time in Nashville. We didn't really get a chance to sit down and talk to her. So I was able to. this time, and so I wanted to make sure she knew I appreciated her, and so I went up and gave her a big hug. I think a couple times. And I'm not a hugger. I'm not really a fan. Oh, I don't know why that's still on the screen. How do I get it off? Let's see. There it goes. But we have 46 live viewers. That's the most I've had in a while since the last time. My wife is a wonderful hugger when she hugs me. She better not be hugging you, Pat. I'm just saying. Reading the chat, so I'm trying to catch up here. Joni's getting some Pyrex for Christmas. That's cool. Yes, I told everybody, Pat, about your bowling technique. More like shot put, but my wife gave Pat. Actually, Pat D is a great dude. If you ever meet him and you get the chance, I had a good time. We ribbed each other all weekend, and I hope, Pat, that you know that I was just messing with you, and I know that you were just messing with me. But I had a really good time. We have a question in the chat from Frugal City. Great name, by the way, because that's what I am. What's your favorite or most productive way of finding discontinued items? The favorite way is to tell my wife to look them up on the internet. No, she's very good at finding them. She follows a lot of discontinued sellers. Yeah, see? There you go. She says she finds them, which she does. She's very good at finding them. And she's very meticulous, and she follows a lot of people who do the same sort of thing on like Instagram and places like that, and YouTube. And also, you can just go to stores and start scanning things. If you live in Ohio, Pennsylvania, or New York, you have a lot of Amish discount type stores, and maybe in some other places. Kentucky even had one, a really good one, Horsehead, Kentucky. If you're anywhere near Horsehead, Kentucky, look it up. We did really well at that one. I forget, we spent like $250 at that store on mostly discontinued items. So really good there. So just going to the store is my favorite way. She does like to look it up on the internet and find things, but it's not as hard as it sounds. Once you get out there and start finding them, you'll start understanding what to look for. But we find a lot of it. Horse Cave, Kentucky. It's not as backwards as it sounds. It was actually it's right off I-65. If you go, I think it's a Flying J there. And if you go up behind it, there's a kangaroo petting zoo. And if you keep following that road around, you'll eventually get to this Amish run discount store. And it is huge and it smells delicious. Thank you, Joni. I didn't know I was in a show. Bucks, North Tennessee. Yes, we had to go up Knob Lick Road to get there. Make your own jokes, because I did. I'm still laughing about Knob Lick Road. I just don't know. Landshark Picker. Hey, I mentioned your group earlier, Mid-Morning Break Room. I haven't had a chance to actually watch the show yet. I've been so doggone busy. But we did mention your group. Somebody was asking about Facebook groups, so that's a good one to join. It's new, but there's some good people in there. RNS Salvage, Tara. I think that was the name of it. RNS Salvage Store in Horse Cave, Kentucky. I did not know you were close to Horse Cave, Kentucky, or I would have stopped and seen you. Doggone it. And not too far down the road I can't remember the name of that town, but every store in that town was just an antique store. It was pretty close to the border of Kentucky and Tennessee. And store in that town. It seemed like an antique store. They had a whole antique district as you come off the interstate. Because we were looking for another salvage store while we were down there, and it wasn't there. It had been closed, but we did go into the antique stores there, and it was pretty neat. I didn't buy anything, but no Yankees allowed. So how close, Tara, are you guys to Horse Cave? Maybe next time we come down through, we'll stop and see you. And if you're that close to Nashville, you guys should have stopped on over. Because that's not that far. It's only, what, an hour and a half? But I can't stress enough that these 30 to 40 minutes, yeah, daggone. So next time we're down, maybe I'll shoot you a message. It may be a while, but we'll get down that way again. Well, she said, Scott, that she was in near Horse Cave, Kentucky. So I'm going to guess that they moved. I would guess. Pat D's has a t-shirt? Wait. I'm wearing Pat D's t-shirt right now. Hot pink. Love it. Wait, Pat, you got a t-shirt? Like something you sell? I think Landshark Picker's posting links in my chat. Is that your show, Craig? And if it's not a shirt that he sells, why are you wearing Pat D's t-shirt? Is it something, Pat, is it something you sell? Or just something that she won on your show, or? Oh yeah, Scott does have a new live channel. I haven't subscribed to it yet, but I will, because I kind of have to, being that we do a live show together. I'm assuming that is that where the new morning show is going to be, or not the new morning show, but from now on the morning show will be there, I believe, and all his live stuff. It's just okay. I didn't know if it was something Pat was selling to raise awareness or whatever. He does. Okay. I'm just glad it's not Pat D's personal shirt that he's like letting people wear. Okay, so the morning show will be on Scott's new channel. So check out the link that Craig posted above and go find it, because or else you won't find us on Tuesdays and Thursdays and whatever live shows. So what Scott said is he's going to be putting all his original content on the current channel, and he's got the new live channel for all the live shows that he does, which is quite a few. Yeah, I don't know. What is the benefit of creating a live channel? It's probably just to keep, things separate. When people go to Scott's channel now, everything's there. I don't know. You can do, I guess, playlists and stuff, but I don't know what the benefit is. There's probably no. The only downfall would be he would have to get new subscriber. He'd get a subscriber and watch time up, but that shouldn't take very long. Pat D's does pretty cool thumbnails too. Yeah, a lot of people do that. I know there's other YouTube content creators out there who have two different channels for two different things. So lives are definitely usually less views, but here we go. Here's a good one. Stay away from our Amish stores. We don't take kindly to that around here. Not too bad. Where are you? Where's around here for you? Yeah, you don't want a dead channel. I agree. 47 live viewers. Let's get this to 50, and then I'll shut it down. Secondhand everything. I like that name. See, I'm trying to get the idea where they're from so that I can go find their Amish stores. Oh, just north of the Amish store in Horse Cave. Well, see, there you go. Have you been to that store? It's an awesome store. It's huge. And I'm going to make a lot of money from it. Going to make a lot of money from it. It was hey, money for Mars is in the chat. Nice. 46 live viewers. I'm trying to get to 50. I don't know if I've had 50 in a while, but it's all right. If I don't get there, that's fine. I will probably end this in about 2 or 3 minutes anyway. But yeah, I was amazed when I walked into that store. I first walked in, and are you really go to Horse Cave? Go to the Amish store, R&S Salvage. It's a really good place. Yeah, I should have took some video in there, but I didn't want to steal anybody's soul or anything. Yeah, see, that's a rumor. It's not really true. They don't really believe that. I can't go on for 2 to 3 hours just by myself. Love Amish Walmart. Yeah, we've been to an Amish Walmart, and there really is such a thing. My wife will kill me because I'm going to mess up the name of the town. Middlefield, Ohio. Middlefield, Ohio, there's a Walmart, and it is half the people that work there are Amish. They have actually a bakery in there where all the Amish people work. But yeah, my wife says it smells heavenly in the bakery. This is at the one in Horse Cave, Kentucky. We didn't buy any of the baked goods because I would have probably ate them all and then went back for more. But it was so good in there. Fall asleep. I'm not. My name isn't Jordan. I don't fall asleep live. I'll fall asleep right after. I fell asleep in this chair last night. No, Ken. We just started going to these stores, so I haven't been to that one yet, but I will. If you go to them, just if you got service in there, scan it. Everything. Was going to go to Nashville and the hubby got sick. Oh, that sucks. I got sick while I was in Nashville, but not so bad that I couldn't continue. But I did get a really bad headache. And I did get sick. I got the flu on the way to North Carolina last year. And so I spent 3 days on my wife's mother's couch in North Carolina before I was feeling good enough to get up. But I was ready for a nap this morning. Yeah, the Walmart in Middlefield, Ohio, has a place to hitch up your horses if you come in with a buggy. It's actually a pretty cool place. We've sourced, not the Walmart, but we've sourced some stores in that town. We will be going back here pretty soon when she gets a couple days off to just check out. There's a lot of Amish stores there. When the Ambien hits, we usually fall asleep in front of the fridge with the door open. I don't take Ambien. It doesn't happen to me, but I'll fall asleep anywhere, except on a live chat because I'm not the DG picker. Charles Tell was asking Scott about monopoly socialism. I knew about it. I'm not gonna buy a single one of those because I had enough fun with the Monopoly from Millennial Games. I don't need to repeat that, and I have a feeling that it will repeat. So, Pat, I will give you a wrench, but I don't know how to do it from StreamYard. I don't think I can. So, oh, my wife is going back to work. I love you too, sweetheart. She was probably on her lunch. Well, no, it's a little late for a lunch break, so it was probably her last break. We are trying to get her, and I believe we'll be successful, get her unemployed by the end of the year. So Pat is not trustworthy. Okay, maybe I'll hold back. But I gave you a wrench, Scott. Pat, all you got to do is join my Patreon, and you can have all the wrenches you want. I don't have a Patreon, but if you can find it and join it and give me some money, I'll give you a wrench. I don't have a problem with that. I think Craig has a wrench. If you want, hey, here's how you get a wrench, Pat. My PayPal is slicktoys@yahoo.com. Send some money my way, and you can have it. You can have a wrench. Pat is already a tool for sure. Does Joni have a wrench? Joni deserves a wrench. I don't know how to do it from StreamYard though. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'll have to do it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. There is no there with great wrenches comes great responsibility. You're right. Yeah, he'll send me 30 cents and I'll have to pay 31 to PayPal for getting it. Yeah, you can't. I know you can't do it from StreamYard. So yeah, I'll figure it out. I am not that tech savvy. 50. We did it. We hit 50. It says so. Oh, we lost somebody. As soon as I hit 50, I lost one and went to 49. What is YouTube? I don't even know what that is. We're back to 49, so it doesn't work. I think Hangouts is already technically gone, but I see that some people are still using it. I don't know. I like StreamYard. I'll continue to use StreamYard as long as it's a free option. When I have to pay for it, then maybe I won't. What other show is going on right now, Pat? If there's another show going on, I'll just end it and maybe let them have their due. Unless it's somebody I don't like, then I'll just keep going. I like everybody. Don't let me fool you. Well, except that Scott guy. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I've just been blabbering and carrying it on and being silly and doing nothing but chatting. Oh no, Pat, I'm gonna go anyway because I want to. I don't know, no real reason, so I can watch something else. I think Flippin' Junk may have uploaded something. I don't know. Thrift School. I know Thrift School uploaded something. I watched those guys pretty good. Rusted Raccoon, who I didn't get to meet in Nashville, and I'm still a little sore about that. Hasn't uploaded anything, but I'm going to try to find something of his to watch. Those are if you want to know who I follow, those are the three of the guys that I follow. Of course, Scott and Shane and John and all those guys too. Joni will have a wrench. Pat may or may not. It depends on how much he sends me. But anyway, thanks, guys. We did hit 50. That was my goal. So I'm going to let everybody go now. Thanks for coming. If you're watching this on the flip side, don't forget to subscribe. I will put the link to April's GoFundMe in the description. And if I can find out what Scott's new channel is, I'll put that in there too. So we'll get that done. As soon as this is done processing, I'll get that stuff done. So like, share, subscribe, do those sort of YouTube stuff, and have fun. And it takes like 5 minutes to end one of these broadcasts. So give me a minute. I'll be quiet.